We begin on the Capitol Watch, where a bill allowing the death penalty for people convicted of certain sex crimes against kids is moving through the legislature.
The House passed the bill 56-12. Abby Davis has been looking into this. And Abby, there's been a lot of pushback from the community on this one.
Yeah, there has been, mainly because in 2008, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the death penalty for sex crimes against kids was unconstitutional unless that kid died.
56 ayes, 12 nay, 2 absent and excused. Majority having voted in favor of House Bill 515. House Bill 515 has passed the House.
Wednesday, state representatives passed House Bill 515 after a short debate.
This bill, again, is about protecting children.
If signed into law, people convicted of certain sex crimes against kids could face the death penalty. Bill co-sponsor Bruce Skog turned down an interview, but said on the House floor,
That would be multiple rapes of a 2-year-old, multiple victims, the most heinous, the kind that we don't even want to speak of here.
Though former Ada County Deputy Prosecutor Gene Fisher agrees judges should give harsher penalties for those types of crimes.
I just don't think that the bill is realistic at all. The U.S. Supreme Court deemed that the death penalty for anything other than a case that resulted in the murder of somebody else was unconstitutional. And at the time that included, crimes against children that didn't result in the murder or death of a child.
I believe that was a wrong decision. It took away our state's right to decide what to do in the most heinous crimes of our community and our state. Now, all 5 of those justices are gone now. And I think there'll be a very different decision with our present Supreme Court.
ACLU of Idaho spokesperson Rebecca De Leon.
This bill would end up being a complete waste of taxpayer dollars.
Doesn't think so.
I highly doubt it would reach the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court has already ruled on this. And so it would simply result in a lower court upholding the Supreme Court's decision.
Not only that, she says,
we already have laws in place that punish people that don't violate their 8th Amendment rights.
If this bill became law, went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and got affirmed, Fisher says it's unlikely prosecutors would pursue the death penalty. She says it's already really hard to prove child sex cases because they need that child to testify, and if it's a death penalty case, that child would need to testify twice.
Huh. Okay, yeah, this is an interesting bill. I hadn't heard about this one coming forward.
Yeah, and if it's a question of constitutionality, recent history will tell us that's not really much of a deterrent when it comes to our state legislature. So I guess we will see what happens with this bill in the Senate. Thanks, Abby.